Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Hopefully y'all caught the last episode that went out on the Crosman Legacy 1000. If you did, you'll know that it was the Crosman domed Ultra Magnum shot hole for hole with open sight. With that scope I had, it was just a junk scope that shot all over. So after seeing it perform with a low quality pellet, I decided I'm gonna purchase some higher up brand pellets that I shoot out of my PCPs and just see how good we can actually get this rifle. And I went ahead and purchased a CV Life 3x9x40 because if I can get it super good, plan on taking this thing squirrel hunting this fall and doing a little bit of squirrel control. But the pellets that we're going to be shooting today is, we only have two of them, is going to be the JSB Beast 16 grain. For a 177, 16 grain is heavy. And we also have JTS Dead Center 10.4. I shoot both of these type of pellets out of my PCPs and I've never had issues out of them. And all around I feel like they're going to be perfect for this little 177. Now, will it hold zero? I don't know. We're going to try to see the groups, and if they hold a good enough group, then I'm going to try to sight the scope in on the dot and we're going from there. But starting off, we're going to start with the JTS's 10.4s. And I'm going to shoot for the top left dot on that target. The target's set up at 20 yards. It's nothing far. I'm going to try and keep this video short and sweet. A lot of times I just talk the whole time. But here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll let that first part play just to give you all an idea how long it takes to load this thing. But I may need a bigger cushion too. I think we can make this happen. Seen the impact, looked like it was just a hair low. Alright y'all, I went and set us up a different rest. Something a little more comfortable, and here we go. Top left dot. I forgot to mention we are going to do, let's do 10 shots of each. Here we go. Alright y'all, here we go. 10th shot. So far these things are grouping super tight. I mean, that's 10 holes in a squirrel's head and I can see them through the scope already. All 10 of them was within the squirrel's head, 100%. I can see them from here. So now let's try the JSB Exact Beast. They ain't even the Kings, they're heavier than the Kings. These are 16.20. So we're just gonna call them 16 grain. We're gonna shoot 10 for the bottom dot, bottom left. Alrighty, y'all. Keep in mind this rifle's still getting broke into. What you all have seen me shoot on camera and right here, plus I think 7 in the backyard, that's all the times this thing's been shot. I will say, now that I've ran right around 100 and some pumps through it, starting to get a little catchy inside, so I'm gonna have to oil that down with some silicone oil. You don't use actual oil. If anyone has these and they've ever wondered like, oh, I'm gonna use some Remington oil or 3-in-1 oil, you don't. You buy silicone oil. Put silicone oil in them and you ain't gotta worry about nothing. All it does is just lubricate the O-rings and it'll keep it from catching. I think this is 2 pump, 3 pump. Alright, so when it comes to the best pattern, just judging from up here, they honestly look about the same, but I'm going to take the JTS as the best pattern. They just seem to be a lot more enclosed, but these exacts are still hunt worthy, so I'm not going to get rid of them or anything of that nature. I'll keep a hold of them, and that way when we run out of these, we'll have them. But these come with 500 rounds, so these should last me all season. I only plan on taking this thing like twice this season and giving it a shot, but I've always wanted a pump. Like I said, they don't make 880s like they used to, so I went with the Crosman Legacy. It does look like my point of impact is a little low, so I'm going to throw one in the chamber, move this sight up a little bit. It's time to see if this thing was 0. I'm gonna aim for the center dot in the middle of the paper. Alright, so yes, we are shooting low rate. Look like just a little bit low. I'm gonna shoot one more time to make sure that is the point of impact. And if it is, I'm gonna come up just a little bit more, and then I'll pretty much cycle through these last few shots until I get it. And there it is, y'all, dead center. I'm gonna shoot that top right dot for the very final shot. If I hit anywhere in that yellow, we're gonna leave it. But I'm gonna take a chance that we're probably gonna hit the red. And as y'all can see, this type of ammo does make a difference. I will say that even the Crosman Diablo didn't shoot as good as JTS's. So if y'all out there have a 10 pump BB gun and you do want it to be accurate enough to go squirrel hunting, I highly recommend getting some decent quality pellets. You know, JSBs, JTSs. JTSs is always a go-to. And they're always the cheapest of them all. Ooh. Well, as I was saying, they're only $11 because I just spilled about 400 of them right there. I had to get some of them off the table. I would just leave them, but I ain't gonna be able to do that without spilling a bunch more. Alright, y'all, I went ahead and picked them all up. Like I said, it is $11, but shipping and all for both of them was 44 something. So yeah, as you can imagine, I really don't want to pay that much, so I'm gonna try to save as many of them as I can. But here we go, top right dot. I didn't pump the gun enough. Low left. Shoot one more time. That one might have had some mud in it, y'all, honestly. Because I just picked them up off the ground. Yeah, I was about to say, that one was clean. I checked the back of its skirt, but nonetheless, there we are. That's official. The rifle is dialed in. It is kill worthy of a squirrel, and that's all I wanted when I did purchase this rifle. And also I wanted to do a video on it. But so here's my official and final thoughts on the Crosman Legacy. I was pretty happy with it last time, even with the Walmart brand pellets in the last review. But now 100% I'm beyond happy with it. It's all around just a cool looking rifle, just with the front sight, and once you put a scope on it, it looks so awesome. So anyway, I'll give it a 10. I'd say a 9 out of 10. Could it be even more accurate? Yeah. I mean, those are probably quarter size groups at 20, which ain't that good. Especially if you're talking about like a PCP rifle. I'll literally put all of them in the same hole. That little red dot in the middle of those little tiny ones, I'll take and cut that whole red dot out with the PCP. But for a 10 pump AR rifle, that's $80 at Walmart. Unfortunately, it used to be only like 30 bucks. Now they're up to 80 something. You can't go wrong with it. I will say, after about 100 shots, take some silicone oil, drop it down in your slider to make it a little easier to pump and a little less noisy. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed today's review. If y'all haven't already, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and I'll actually give you a little close-up of the groupings before we completely get out of here. But all right, as y'all can see, here's our sight ends. There's my aim point, there's my impact, there's aim point, impact on that one. And here's our groupings. Here's the King Heavy JSBs, and then here's JTSs. I mean, honestly, the JSB Heavies look like they actually did way better than the JTSs, but then again, they're kind of the same if you look at it up and down and side to side. That's my honest review and final review on the Crosman Legacy. I don't plan on doing any more. Just testing it out in the woods on some squirrels this fall. So if that excites y'all, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, subscribe. Share this channel. We got to build this YouTube algorithm on here and get a bunch of new people coming across. I just checked the other day. I've had 327,000 and some people come across my channel total ever since we started a few years ago. So anywho, that's going to do it for me. I hope to see y'all on the next one. This has been your host, Trey, with Huntfishohio Outdoors. If y'all got any comments or anything, drop them down below, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.